Hey guys, this is my very first video on my YouTube channel. So one thing about me, I'm not going to be fully prepared. I feel like talking from the heart is the best way to kind of get a message out. So excuse me as I stumble through because I'm a little bit nervous since this is my very first YouTube video. But my page is called One Hot Empowered Mess, and I wanted this to be kind of like an introduction of who I am and why you should care and if you should watch. So who I am. My name is Gloria. I am let's go into roles. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I sell clothes, I sell makeup, I use oils as a wholesale customer, and I have people that I've shared with that have decided to become wholesale customers. My husband is in the Marines. My daughter is a teenager, a freshman in high school. I'm a daughter. My mother is from Korean, so she's a little bit feisty. I guess that's it for roles. I have a dog. I have a really cute dog. But who I am actually, and I think this is, so the reason why I felt that I had to do this YouTube channel is because I feel like what I have to say would resonate with a lot of people, a lot of women. Okay, so who I am is I'm someone who has come from very humble beginnings, worked my butt off to create my life, was pretty successful at whatever I, put in my head, was very successful at working for other people. My last job, I worked very long, extensive hours. It's a very intense job. I took care of military families and Marines, and it was a very intense job, and it was super worthy. It was very important, but it did take me away from my daughter. So everything I thought like I had conquered and done and accomplished, I thought I had my act together. And then I decided to work for myself. And very quickly, no, I can't even say very quickly. Things flowed very well for about a year. And dark moments and some tough times, but using my old like techniques and stuff, kind of just pulling myself back up, putting my big girl pants on and getting out there and conquering my goals. And then after I was doing it for about a year, the culture changed, or the environment that we were operating in changed, and kind of everything changed. And no matter what I did, I felt like if I worked harder, if I just, sacrificed more sleep and sacrificed more this and more that, and if I just, poured my heart and soul out into my job or into my business, it would change, and it didn't. And what I realized is maybe it's not the job. Maybe I've finally been called to deal with some issues, and self-development is kind of one of those breakthroughs that when you really work on yourself, things kind of just open up and fall into place for you. So I chose to start to tackle some self-development stuff, and that's when I really learned that everything I thought I conquered was still there. So this blog, I was gonna write a blog, but then realistically, the time and effort it takes to write it all down, I'm probably just better popping on here and talking from my heart. And plus I would super overanalyze the crap out of things. So it's better for me to just pop on and talk directly from my heart. So the purpose of this is to kind of, not just watch me, because I'm very persistent in my growth. How's that? I'm not one to shy away. I am decently brave in that I choose to face things that terrify me a lot. But it's just mainly, if I'm not that special, right? Like if I had thought I had everything together and turns out I didn't, and then starting to really go through some self-development and really, processing and having to figure out and really truly kind of get in and deal with some demons that I thought I'd conquered. If that's my experience, and that's got to be a lot of women's experience. One thing that I've become absolutely not convinced of, but I know, is that I'm here to help empower and lift women. So that's kind of this intention is, I'm actually going through some coaching right now, and we were talking about some things, and, I have some things that I'm still working on that I'm just not there. And it's hard, it's really hard. And like I said, I'm decently brave, but there's some things that I just can't, not I can't. There are some things that are conquering my butt instead of me conquering it. And there's times where you just want to give up or take a break, or, I just want to, maybe backpedal a little, because it's just the constant dealing with things kind of gets really hard and rough at times. And I have a really great coach, and she basically said, but wouldn't it be a great story to share? And so that's what I'm doing. I feel that if I needed this, because, I had people like, how do I explain it? I didn't get here on my own accord. I had lots of people that were sent to me or along the path to kind of show me, or just even it's a little bit of wisdom or a little bit of, like I remember when I was really young, I couldn't take a compliment. Someone would say you're pretty, and I'd be like, oh, whatever. And I actually had a friend that just said, no, I'm going to keep saying it until you just say thank you. And he repeated it again and again until I just said thank you. And that was the first time I just accepted a compliment. So people like that have been placed in my life. And I feel that I have some things to share. Not saying that I'm the be-all, end-all, because I'm still working through so much and dealing with a lot of this. But I feel like there's a culture of women starting to like really heal themselves, and I want to be a part of it. I want to, share my story, and if I can help someone or inspire someone or whatever, if I can be a part of, someone else healing or lifting someone when they have a bad day, or for me, one of the best things is, when I see that, I have a really dark day, and I have a friend or a mentor that I look up to, and they have really dark days, and I'm like, oh, that's normal. Like, to me, that's just sometimes takes a lot of burden off of me, just to know that it's normal, to struggle when, your public face is pretty much your pretty one, right? The public face is always pretty, positive and happy and everything's great, and, that day maybe it's not so great behind closed doors. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Being super vulnerable, but I feel called. So if you know me personally, I walk by faith to a degree that most people don't. And I felt called, so I had to do it. And I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what this ends up being. But I felt called that I had to write a blog or somehow share my story and share my journey. So who am I? I'm a woman who thought she had her stuff together. I'm a woman that has accomplished some pretty awesome things and has come a very far way on her journey. But I've also learned that there is no destination. That is a constant growth. It's a constant becoming better and better and better. It's a constant up-leveling and battling your demons, the ones that you thought you already conquered that are still there holding you back on something. So that's who I am. I'm a woman on a journey, just really committed, not intending, committed to getting to where I truly love myself and living life to the fullest for myself. And not just for myself, but also I have a teenage daughter. So if I can show her what it looks like to truly love yourself, maybe she can truly love herself and not do the things that so many of us women do, like doubt ourselves. And, you know, I love to beat myself up. You know, my brain loves to beat myself up. And, you know, if I can really get the hang of that and be an example for my daughter, then hopefully, you know, she can get out of her way and be her biggest advocate and no longer be her worst enemy, because I feel like our brains sometimes are our worst enemies, and really go out there limitless. And let's see what that looks like. You know, let's see what limitless women can do. So that's what this vlog is about. I'm a little old to be using these like terms, but I have a teenager, so she tells me them. And if it resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. But if it resonates with you, or if you feel that you're kind of on the same journey or on the same path, or want to do the same thing, you know, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be popping on. I'm pretty erratic. I'm trying to get a little bit more. Trying is not a thing. I'm getting more consistent in my work, and I'm going to consider this as part of my work, but it is going to be very heart-led, so it is going to be kind of winging it. So it's kind of going to be like when I feel like I'm bursting to say something, I'm probably just going to jump on and blah, like I just did. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, and take care. And if you want to subscribe, if not, no worries, and I will talk to you guys next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.